What's up, guys? Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of The Nightly Show. Today we're coming to you from a beautiful Friday morning.
That's right, Parker. We are both super excited for you guys to be joining us today. So, Parker, what do we have for our show today?
We have segments ranging from an inside view of Thescon to a quite delectable cake recipe.
Sounds good. So what are we kicking it off with?
We're going to kick it off with a Humans of FHN video on Alicia Hunn.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
Playing like a grade up since like 3rd grade because I was always just like that good. It's definitely given me something to do because if I didn't have it, I would just be like sitting at home, not really meeting all the friends that I've made like on the way. Like Hannah, I try to strive to be like her a lot because she's an amazing basketball player. She's an amazing person, everything like that.
Like she's an underclassman. We have a lot of underclassmen this year, so she's done a really good job of stepping up and like making big key plays for everybody and like making great shots for other players. And she's good at like looking up the floor and pushing the ball up the floor. Like she loves to run the floor, and then she can also slow it down when it needs to be, which is an important skill to have.
I think her speed is definitely the best skill that she has, bringing the ball up the floor. She's probably the fastest girl in our conference, so that is definitely an advantage for us out on the court.
This year, she's especially been able to add like more opinion and insight on our games to help like us as a team, which has been really good for her individually and like us as a team.
Being a sophomore, I think it's hard to be a role model, but she is definitely stepping up in that role. We have 2 freshmen on the team, so she's kind of guiding them along the way. You know, in practice, she works hard, and hopefully they can follow in her footsteps.
She's super good at basketball.
For sure. You could almost say she has ice in her veins. Speaking of, we had some serious snow last week.
Yeah, I was nearly snowed in my house. Clearly, our environment has been all over the place recently, which reminds me of our new Environmental Sun Club.
Maddie, take it away.
The new FHN Sun Club is a group that advocates for awareness on climate change and better environment policies.
I started Sun Club because I really felt like there was a need for change and action in terms of climate and the climate crisis, and I felt like that a lot of students felt overwhelmed, including myself, felt overwhelmed with this huge global problem that is the climate crisis, and I wanted to do something about that. I wanted to give students an opportunity to be able to take action through their local schools.
It's bettering the environment because there's a lot of dedicated individuals that want to better this environment. They want to recycle more. They want to see other people recycle more, and they will do everything in their power to do that, to make sure that happens.
A more bigger goal for us is really just to try and get students involved in the climate crisis and taking action upon that, and giving a space for kids to combat the overwhelming feeling of being in this huge global problem.
This is the best way to make a change because, as I said, these are individuals who are driven. These people that want change. These are people that want to, the bettering of the environment.
I think just little things in my everyday, like using a reusable water bottle when I can, and trying to save on gas, carpooling with friends, all of those are just extra little things that they may seem small, but they end up helping the environment in the long run.
They're doing a great job.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the new changes at North. Recently, there's been a lot of changes here at school.
Yeah, and there's been a ton of new clubs starting up too.
Yeah, like the Black Student Union Club.
Cailyn, take it away.
It's sort of like a community, so you get to meet new people, make new friends, and sometimes there's scholarship opportunities. We take our information very seriously, that we verify it and only use like reputable sources. So we don't want to just be spewing like misinformation, because that was the whole point of making this.
I feel like that's just like really the main thing, just like really trying to get to know each other, and mainly because coming up is Black History Month, so like talk about stuff for that too.
We were handed some like propaganda in class, and we just kind of wanted to help stop the spread of misinformation around the school, especially harmful misinformation.
just like learn about just like ourselves and our community.
This is my first year at this school, so like finding new friends, especially being a senior, is like kind of a little hard or whatever. But like finding new people and finding people that like you feel like you can connect with, because like in predominantly white schools, like it's black students and it's, you know, you can connect with anybody, no matter race or whatever. But like just to find people that can really like connect you on a deeper level is really amazing.
Did you know that February is Black History Month?
Yep, look out for the announcements in the morning to learn more about Black history.
You know what else is in February? Valentine's Day.
With this next video, Emily will teach you how to make something a little special for your Valentine. I'll tell you what, I have and never will be a good cook. So maybe Emily could make something for myself since, you know, no Valentine.
Yeah, sucks to suck, Parker. Well, to all of you who do have Valentines this year, be sure to remember that COVID is still a thing. So you can hug and hold hands and all that, but just remember to keep your mask up.
Yeah, we don't want more quarantines than we already have. So, here's a video on the students of FHN's opinions on the new mask mandate.
With more and more COVID cases every day, a new mask mandate comes to FHN. I went around the school to see how students are feeling about it. How do you feel about the new mask mandate?
It's just a small little add-on to the natural way of things. I mean, it keeps us safe to a certain extent, so I'm all right with it.
I'm fine about it. I think that we should have it just because now that as the COVID is numbers are getting higher, cases are higher, that it protects us and people around us.
Do you think the mask mandate will be extended?
I don't know. I know that a lot of people don't like it, so kind of unsure about that.
Possibly, depending on how more stuff goes around, like a flu or a cold.
It seems like a strong possibility, especially with new variants being found every so often. So it's pretty.
And how do you feel the masks improve some stuff about the school?
The mask can improve with keeping people healthier, not get sick easily, which a lot of colds has been happening recently. So I can understand the mask mandate of people trying not to get sick.
To a certain extent, maybe when it comes to the spreading of the virus, maybe, but in other aspects, not too much.
Well, I guess just being a little safer, you know, you never really know people's situations and like if people are like COVID would affect them, so like if they got it, they would be affected by it. So I think that, keeping others safe and keeping yourself safe, it helps.
Interesting answers, guys. Parker, the mask mandate doesn't just apply to high school.
You're right, Jackson. Even at big events such as Thescon, you have to be sure to stay safe.
Wait, Thescon? What is that?
Well, I personally have no clue. But this video brought to you by Logan will be sure to give you some background information.
Sounds great. Take it away, Logan.
I genuinely loved it all. I loved doing the opening number and performing for everyone. I loved seeing Legally Blonde, the musical. That was so cool. Doing the Grease dance class was super fun and difficult, but I don't know, I just loved it all.
I was really looking forward to just the free and like fun experience of just your parents are around and stuff like that. You just get to have fun with your friends. You get to go do these amazing activities, get to go talk to some amazing people and get to know them and they get to know you. And you get to just share an amazing experience with all these other people from around Missouri.
Oh, it was so fun. I had the best time because I got to learn as like a chaperone and a teacher on a different level than when I was a student who went. I got to go to workshops still as a chaperone, but this time it was like a different level because I held more of a responsibility level. I had to be responsible of students and their keys. I had to be responsible of information and like representing my school, rather than not just representing myself as a student, which was nice. And then I also got to represent like the college that I went to, which was also really cool.
For someone who's thinking about going to Thescon, I'd say go. It's genuinely one of those experiences that you can only get in high school. It's like every time you go, it's gonna be different. So you always get a once-in-a-lifetime experience every time. And you have so much fun doing it, even though you're exhausted while doing it. No matter what, all those theater kids around you just make you keep your head up.
Man, I wish I could have been there.
I'm with you there, Parker. Well, that's all from us.
We hope you guys really enjoyed this week's episode of The Nightly Show. Once again, I'm Parker.
And I'm Jackson.
Signing off.